Abundance awaits beyond the illusion of lack. I am Ijoma Oputa, the torchbearer of reflection. I help people go from pain and frustration into peace, revealing through mirror portals the limitless self within. Because once the true self is reintroduced, life begins a sacred transition from the fear and lack to a joyful adventure. This transformation relieves symptoms of trauma and recurring depression. It tethers wealth to divine purpose, the true key to God's gift of abundance. It makes physical transformation a celebration, not a chore, and it reorients your approach to relationships so that you may share this journey of excellence with someone special. So let's jump right into it. Believe it or not, abundance awaits just beyond the illusion of lack. And in this video, I will show you how you can make that transition. Are you sick of feeling like you're always playing from behind? That no matter how hard you grind, it's never enough. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough anything. It's terrible, isn't it? This constant stress that's always there is incessant. Trust me, I get it. When I was at the bottom of the barrel, penniless and in prison, I was able to develop a pretty keen understanding of what it means to be neck deep in nothing. So no matter what measure of lack or deprivation you feel now, be it with your career, material wealth, relationships, whatever, I've been through 10 times worse. I also realize that whenever your perceived restrictions are even physical bars, the concept of lack is an illusion. And mind-blowing abundance is literally all around you, just waiting for you to see it first. So let's first explore the anatomy of the scarcity trap. That feeling has a name, the scarcity mindset, and is the craziest trap for your potential. The scarcity mindset is the belief that everything is limited and life is a zero-sum game. If someone else gets something, that means there's less for you. It's a belief that is powered by fear and competition. It whispers that there's only so much success to go around, and you have to fight and probably cheat everyone to get your piece. Or even worse, resign yourself to a life of mediocrity, resting your laurels on the excuse that being rich is bad and poverty is noble and righteous. You noble savage. Does this sound familiar? Scarcity turns every purchase into anxiety. It makes you want to hoard every penny. Not because you're smart, but because you're terrified you'll never get more. It also destroys your relationships. When you're in a scarcity mode, a friend's win doesn't feel like inspiration. It feels like a personal attack. Ugh. Instead of collaborating, you compete. Instead of celebrating them, you feel jealous because their win makes you feel like you're losing. It makes you terrified to give anything to anyone because you think you'll be left with nothing. I get it. And the most insane part is what it does to you. Living in a state of not enough creates non-stop stress, and that stress destroys your health. It makes you stop trying because the fear of losing is bigger than the courage to win. You stop taking risks. You stop dreaming. You shrink your entire life down to nothing. How many massive opportunities have you missed because you thought you weren't good enough? But what if there's another way, a different way to play the game? A way that isn't a shrinking pie, but instead the plundering of an infinite bakery. This is the abundance mindset. And let me be clear, this isn't fake positivity. This isn't pretending you have $1 million when you don't. This is an actual shift into the perception and fusion of staggering wealth through the leverage of our mirror portals and your mind. The abundance mindset is the core belief that there are more than enough resources, opportunities, and wins for everyone. And that means you. It comes from trust in the divine, not fear and fighting. It's built on the idea that someone else's success doesn't dim your light, because it doesn't. It actually makes the path brighter through inspiration. By now, I'm sure you've realized pretending, however, just won't do. A deeper, spiritually elevated approach, anchored beyond the surface within the sacred architecture of the fourth dimension, is instead required. And now, guess what? I'm about to share that process with you right now. The relationship between abundance and lack is like the sacred dance between sound and silence. It is their interplay that makes music possible. Just as every true musician reveres the quiet between the notes, knowing that silence gives sound its shape, its meaning, and its soul, so too must you come to leverage your seasons of lack, for they are indeed pregnant with purpose. The leverage happens when you no longer long for what you desire, but fuse your identity with it. This delivers similar energy to atomic fusion, the process that creates nuclear explosions. So you know it's powerful. Check this out. You are everything you seek. Every person, every place, everything. Until this becomes your living truth, your seasons of lack will only feel like punishment, and your feelings will only deliver more of the same. Desire without identity creates distance, but desire fused with being collapses time. It's not about chasing it, it's about becoming it. Your moments of lack are not curses. They are consecrations. They prepare you to hold success with resilience so that you may own your experience rather than be owned by material possessions or fleeting public adoration and applause. This sacred emptiness strengthens your soul, teaching you mastery over manifestation. Without it, success becomes a trap, and identity is lost in the reflection of others. This is why so many child stars, blessed with early brilliance, yet untouched by lack, often grow into disillusionment. When the spotlight dims and the trajectory of fame no longer mirrors their growth, they falter. Not because they lacked talent, but because they were never tempered by absence, never taught to fuse identity first from within. Lack, then, is not failure, but the sacred space where you remember who you truly are before the world tells you what to be. If this video fires you up and you're ready to start rewriting your story, I challenge you to subscribe to this channel and smash that notification bell. I drop new videos every week to help you build a life of limitless possibility. So the billion-dollar question, however, right now, is how do we achieve this transition from lack to abundance? How do you merge your identity with your chosen desire, especially in the midst of lack? The answer? Mirror portals. A skill set handed down through blood and breath from the ancient order of unified resplendence, a lineage of over 1,000 years, from my great-grandfather to my grandfather to me. Carriers of the secret flame, hidden in plain sight, we are the torchbearers of reflection. While the world drowns itself in cycles of wishful thinking, toxic positivity, and spiritual stagnation, kings knelt and have been doing so, World leaders listened. They came not for noise, but for the truth, for the sacred counsel that collapsed timelines, unlocked destinies, and fused man with miracle. And now this gift is before you, not as a myth, but as a method. If you'd like personal guidance, I invite you to book a one-on-one call with me using the link below. I offer complimentary sessions throughout the week, and I'm sure we'll find a time that works for both of us. Together, we'll craft a clear, actionable path towards your transition from lack to abundance. Thanks for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and growth. And if you're facing frustration with lack, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. And if you're curious about harnessing the limitless power of observation through mirrors and reflections, be sure to explore my upcoming and other videos here on this channel. Peace and blessings.